the teacher I've been working with on the youth fair.
She's known him for 2 whole weeks, and he hasn't asked her out yet.
Look, I don't know him. We have spent exactly 2 Saturday mornings building display booths and painting signs. We're hardly close.
Maybe you could be if you'd ask him out. He's obviously too shy to ask you. Maybe just...
Parker, my name isn't Kim Fong Toy.
I'm going to go stand with those women over there, so I'll be less conspicuous.
Why do you say that?
Well, Dorothy, you remember, the pretty girls always travel in packs.
Hi, Dorothy.
Come right in. Raymond, I'm afraid I have something to tell you. Oh, you shouldn't have.
I know. Shouldn't have done that either.
Yes, you should. Do it again.
Excuse me.
$10,000.
10,000 once, 10,000 twice, sold for $10,000. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Would you mind if I said a few words to the audience?
For 10 grand, they should let him shower with the audience.
I guess now I'll never get to fly on the Concorde.
And I'll never get to buy that emerald pendant to dangle.
Besides, I've seen the way you all drive.
Oh.
I'm gonna miss you guys.
It was nice of your folks to let you join them in Hawaii.
Yeah, they've never ignored me on an island before.
David, you listen to me. Now, they want the 3 of you to start over from scratch, so the least you can do is meet them halfway.
I'll try.
Thank you.
Well, what did you think?
Oh, it was delicious. I love French food. 7 years I've been nominated for the Volunteer Vanguard Award. In 7 years, I've had to watch Agnes Bradshaw snatch it away from me. Well, she's not going to do that this year. This year, I'm finally going to beat her. I'm going to win.
Why? Because you worked harder than Agnes?
Because she's dead. Yep.
You, but maybe I'm worth waiting for.
Blanche, it is the middle of the night. My mother is missing. I am scared to death, and I'm trying to find a doctor. You'll have to excuse me if I don't have the rolling gait of a nymphomaniac.
Well, now look, Dorothy, I'm scared too. I'm terrified. Sophia's practically moral.
That's reverse, Dorothy. I did that once. It was his birthday.
Ma, we did not get a VCR so that you could watch dirty movies.
I'm 81. What are you worrying about? Your
Community, I'm proud to take cows for $300.
The answer is a young cow that has not yet born a calf. Rose.
What is a heifer?
You're right. Still your board. Select again.
Cows for $400.
Answer this time. Loretta Young played an innocent milkmaid in this Oscar-winning 1947 film.
But my second cousin Arlen did it.
I think we better try another question.
I am exhausted. I went to at least a dozen ticket brokers today. They all tell me the only way I'm going to get tickets is to go to a scalper. Oh, well, it's not a bad idea, but I'm a little embarrassed.
Oh, me too.
Embarrassed? Well, there's no reason to be embarrassed. Now, these are discreet professionals. This is a private matter. Whatever we buy is nobody's business but our own. I'd like way around. If for no other reason than to see Chevy Chase get his butt kicked.
You can't fight. You can't take a chance like that.
Look, I have to, Charlie. I need the money for school.
But what about your hands? What if something happens to your hands?
They'll be fine. And after tomorrow, I'll never fight again.
Or never play the violin again?
Knock it off. It's water, not oil.
Well, I can't worry about that now.
Well, sure you can, honey. I'll help you. Food, clothing, shelter.
Oh, come on. It's not that serious.
Yes, it could be. Rose, you and I are in the same boat. If we miss a couple of paychecks, we are in big trouble.
Thank God I had the foresight to marry money.
Tramp.
What? We can't learn from history? It was
century and a disillusioned Italy look to the House of Savoy for leadership. Giuseppe Garibaldi, our courageous leader, and not a bad dresser, thought, let's regain some national pride and jump into this Crimean War thing.
Footsteps and a man's voice and the alarm went off. It was Lester. He accidentally set off the alarm. Oh, I'm sorry. You shot my boss. I didn't shoot Lester. I'd rather you shot Lester.
I think I'll pass on the nightcap, Blanche.
Go on home, you old fool.
The high winds tipped him over, and Marco used him as a speed bump.
Sophia, if it wasn't Marco's fault.
It doesn't have to be his fault. It's a vendetta, not the people's court. Anyway, there's only one Venuccio alive today. Sonny.
You have ever read a scientific journal? Believe what you want, see if I care. Hypersexual bitch.
Oh, there you are, Rose. Good. Honey, I'm borrowing. Order. I know everything, and frankly, I'm not thrilled. Of course, if you want to break your mother's heart and leave the priesthood, that's between you and the Vatican. But there are a few things you should know about Dorothy before you get carried away.
So, Frank, if you made your decision, I think I can serve God and the church.
What's wrong with you? You made me feel crazy, like I had made it all up. You dismissed me. You made me feel like a child, a fool, a neurotic who was wasting your precious time. Is that your caring profession? Is that healing?
Well, Mustard in the library with the candlestick. Oh, she says the butler did it and I'm the idiot?
The answer is obvious. They both did it.
Oh. Now, if Miss Smarty solves the crime, she'll make a big impression on Kendall, and I can just kiss that job goodbye.
Philip was a...
That's okay. In Realizations, I learned that people usually hurt each other unintentionally. Therefore, they deserve a second chance.
I hate you.
Nothing can bother me. Not now. I'm in a fellowship that accepts me, cares for me, and loves me.
And one of them has your name on it. Here you go, Opus.
I thought you two went last night.
I traded those for these. Actually, last night we went to see Dying Young. Terrific. I laughed till I peed. And then I laughed at that.
So you mean you just pretended to go to...
Itty-bitty detail about you.
That I'm a priest.
Uh-huh.
She didn't know.
What you think, you were just a boring dresser?
She's never seen me in cleric's clothing.
I didn't know you priests could take your clothes off. Dear, how to keep her entertained.
Honey, the important thing is to spend time with her. Why don't you do something that both of you enjoy? Why don't you take her to the movies, to the beach? Why don't you take her to the petting zoo?
The petting zoo? Dorothy, even I don't go to that club anymore. I know, baby, I know.
Oh, Rose, this is terrible. You have been robbed of the most basic sense of security. You know, no matter what else is happening, at the very least, I know...
Angelo will be on a plane headed for Brooklyn. Wished I'd taken my raincoat.
Why are you two dressed like that?
Well, these are our costumes for the play, Dorothy. We were in the middle of dress rehearsal when they told us all to go home right away.
There's a hurricane heading.
To be tied to a tree covered in honey and have a family of grizzlies lick it off. Why do I torture myself like this? Girls, wait for me!
Do you think it's too soon to put on the bloopers tape?
Just a tad.
So, the existentialist says to the psychiatrist, just because you don't see a parrot on my head...
are you going all dolled up?
Al and I are taking a picnic to hear the Philharmonic in the park.
Oh, I didn't know Al was a music lover.
Oh, he isn't. He just likes to see what picnic meats are popular this season. Stand back! I'm not afraid to use this.
Rose, what are you doing?
Oh, darn you! I believed you. I even apologized to you.
Rose, I forgot myself. It will never happen again.
You're damn right it won't happen again. Not to me or to knock out on us. Like why you used us. Like why you're speaking better English than Sylvester Stallone.
Happy, what is this all about?
The violin. In 2 days, I have an audition for the Juilliard School of Music.
Yeah, right. And I'm Jimmy Swaggert's favorite way to pass a lonely afternoon.
Please be serious. You're just saying that so I won't set you up with any more women.
No, Blanche.
Well, then you're saying it because you're trying to get back at me for something.
Blanche.
Clay, I know you too well for this. After all, I know it can't be true. You're my brother.
It's true.
Hi.
Oh, hi, Ma. Where you been?
I took Augie to that cafeteria in the mall.
Well, you and Augie have been seeing a lot of each other these past few days.
Yeah, we've been having a lot of fun. Augie's a terrific guy and a gentleman. Every time I leave the table...
I just had an idea. Little Slice of Sicily's a family restaurant, and a mother-daughter commercial would be great. How'd you like to be in it?
I don't know. I mean, I'd have to check my schedule. You see, I'm a substitute teacher.
Please, so someone else sets up the driver's ed cones.
All right, Ma. Act yourself.
It was just a little joke, Al. I laugh at all yours.
No, I'm serious. I'm seasick.
You mean it? We're still docked.
I can't sail around the world. I guess there's no adventure in me. I'm sorry, Rose.
Well, don't be sorry. Look what you were about to do. A date in 3 months, but I just don't know what to do. I adore Arnie. He's the sweetest man in the world and very special to me. And it'll be hard not to, because I like him so much. And since we're going away for the weekend, and since we already have, if I don't, then he'll think I don't like him anymore, and I do. So maybe I will, but I don't know.
Not that prettier has anything to do with it, but I just am.
You know, Rose, I have a confession to make. I have always dreamed of the chance to raise another baby.
Well, Dorothy, if you're lucky, maybe someday one of your uncles...
But you've kept me on hold all this time to tell me that it is sold out? No, I will not have a nice day.
Oh, darn, I was really counting on that concert. Now what do we do?
Don't worry, I'll make some calls. I got connections.
Ma, I'll handle it. Ma, what is the matter with you? Can't you answer the door?
My butt's asleep, and I'm kind of getting into it.
Hi, Zbornak. We need to talk.
Yeah, come in, Coach. Ma, this is Nick Odlevac, the football coach.
I never thought I'd say this, Dorothy, but I think...
Honey, there's something in there that, well, what is the word I'm looking for? I don't know exactly how to say this.
Wait a minute. Where's Ma?
Oh, my God, no, the curse of the Zumbro Falls Tunnel.
Sophia?
Ma?
What?
Ma, where are you?
That she just got up on the wrong side of a cold, lonely, empty bed.
A good-looking lady like her sleeps alone. I'm shocked.
You're letting a man with taste like that remodel our garage?
What kills me is he's got us over a barrel.
I remember the last...
Somebody tell me it was dinner time.
Ma, it's not dinner, it's the middle of the night.
Good, then I'm dressed for it.
Blanche is upset.
Well, you would be, too, if your daughter... Oh, I can't even say it.
What could have happened? The two of you were getting so close.
Yes.
You, sir, are a dirtbag. Oh, I'm sorry. It must be the heat.
What are you two doing? Can't you see Patrick is in the middle of an exquisite performance?
You have no idea just how many performances he has been...
Sorry.
When did he die?
I wasn't there, Rose. You were.
You mean I slept slept with a dead man last night?
Honey, I sleep with them all the time.
He was so quiet. I just thought he was a sound sleeper. What do we do?
Call the police.
Vacations, botched operations.
Rose, do a big ugly man with a limp a favor and shut up.
Dorothy, nobody likes being in the hospital, but it's natural to be afraid.
She's right, darling. Everybody has fears. Now, all my life, I had an incredible fear of flying. And
A beautiful young peasant girl with clear olive skin meets an exciting but penniless Spanish artist. There's an instant attraction. They laugh, they sing, they slam down a few Boilermakers. Shortly afterwards, he's arrested for showing her how he can hold...
But as you grow older, your body changes.
it falls apart.
Oh, it does not fall apart.
For 50 years, I had the body of Cheetah Rivera. One morning, I woke up, my butt looked like the neck of a bulldog.
Well, I remember the first time I felt I was getting older. I was visiting...
Gotcha, Dorothy. It was just a shopping list. You have absolutely no sense of humor. Just like your Uncle Vito. At least I think he was your Uncle Vito. Kidding, just kidding.
Why, you miserable old...
Blanche, you know the rules. When one of you is out with Fidel, the other one does not interfere.
My apologies. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to go take a long, hot, steamy bath with just enough water to...
This is the moment we've all been waiting for. The unveiling of the latest masterpiece of Mr. Laszlo Gregorian. And so without further ado, off for the sheet.
I was hoping you'd use my wedding dress.
That's nice, Ma. As what? A hand puppet?
Oh, Dorothy, there's a limousine.
Yes. I heard about Ida Perlberg. She's 5'2" and weighs 200 pounds. I'd be shocked if she didn't have leg cramps. No, Mrs. Gutman, I'm not making fun of you. Good, well, I'll see you Tuesday. Fine, if there is a Tuesday.
Benjamin wasn't black. He was from New Jersey. I went to my senior prom with a Yankee.
In one night.
I know.
Yes, but this is a very important... Yes, I understand. Don't let this argument with Virginia stand in your way. Blanche, you're never going to feel complete until you get to say goodbye.
You don't understand, Dorothy. If I go to that funeral, he's dead.
Blanche, he is.
Look here. This is when I was crowned Azalea Queen. Wasn't I beautiful then?
And you still haven't lost. Try to explain why we did it.
No, leave me alone. Now, just be a second. Rose and I are not leaving this spot until we talk this out. I don't care if it takes all night.
How could you do this to me? I thought you were my friend.
We are, Rose, and what we did out of friendship.
Friendship. You made me look...
I hope we're not late.
Rose, listen, we have something to tell you.
This is amazing. This is so amazing to think I'm giving a press conference, and next week we all go to Moscow. Can you believe it, Dorothy?
No, but then again, I can't believe that God wanted Jerry Falwell to go down that water slide in a cheap suit.
Last week, I left him a stool sample. If I can talk to him about that, you can tell him your
Leonard, help me out here.
We're on a diet.
Oh, well, that complicates things.
Why? Don't you believe me?
It's not a question of whether or not I believe you. It's just that without substantial evidence, it's just your word against his, and a man's career is at stake.
Well, so is mine, not to mention my dignity.
I'm sorry. Look, I really am. I'd like to help you. Unfortunately, there's nothing I can do.
But that's not fair.
Is there any applicants for the new production assistant's job coming in this afternoon?
They'll be here at 2.
Hi.
How do you do, madam? I am Enrique Mas.
Mrs. Nyland is here on an age discrimination complaint.
I can assure you I will try very hard to help you.
Could I ask you something? I heard you mention you're going to be hired.
More than life itself. One day, he decides to try somebody else's cupcakes. For lack of a better example, let's say my cupcakes. And I, in a mad, passionate moment, forget myself and let him. He didn't want it. He said there's a nick in it. We have to have a return policy.
Oh, girls, listen, let's face it, all that so-called junk out there has too many fond memories for all of us. We're never going to be able to part with it.
Yeah. We might just as well call this whole garage sale off.
Soul, but you people don't. That's a beautiful thing. You also have the most gorgeous hair in the world. Even when it's humid.
Please, let Dr. Chang read.
It's okay, Mrs. Zabornak. I'm finished. You've seen some wonderful doctors, but I really can't agree with
Your
everything.
help. Ladies, with all due respect, I think it's time you threw in the dish towel. I mean, trying to fix it yourself was cute, but I think you proved your point, and it's time to let a man take over.
I'm with Lou. Oh, get your coat. Lou is leaving.
Hey, not so hard. I look at my hands.
You're making a big mistake. The man may be...
You want to eat some ice cream?
That's not a bad idea. Okay, Rose, go get it. I'm too weak from disappointment.
Well, I'm disappointed, too.
Oh, so what? Dorothy, make her get it.
Get it, Rose.
Why are you two being so mean to me?
Because we're in bad moods and because we remember. Because you're a slut.
A slut?
Don't repeat everything I say.
Don't repeat everything you say. I'm not repeating everything you say.
You just did.
I did not. Nothing you say is worth repeating.
You, Blanche, are an amoral, backstabbing, self-centered Jezebel. And I am very glad that this happened, because now I know really what kind of person you are.
That's when the pods take over your body.
I hate to admit it, but there may be something to Rose's positive thinking course. Last night after the meeting, I decided to write down all the negative thoughts that come into my...
Stu, don't tell me you've never heard of Mr. Terrific. Mr. Terrific's Clubhouse? Every weekday afternoon, 1 full hour on Saturdays?
You don't mean that clown with the kiddie show?
No, he's not a clown. He's a superhero. You're thinking of Bozo.
I'm talking to Bo.
Howard, could you get me another champagne, please?
Roger, be a dear and get me one, too.
I haven't seen them anywhere.
Oh, my God, Dorothy, what if he turns out to be some kind of depraved ex-convict who's kidnapped Rose and is dragging her across 7 states on a rampage of violence and destruction unparalleled in the annals of modern crime?
To be tied to a tree covered in honey and have a family of grizzlies lick it off. Why do I torture myself like this? Girls, wait for me!
Never forget career day at my high school. It was a turning point in my life. That was the day I decided I was going to marry a man who had one.
Anyway, as I was saying, teaching has many rewards, but none so great as knowing that you passed on the
Test, standing up as free Americans and exercising our right to say we're mad as hell and we're not going to take it anymore.
I'm out of spit. Can I go now?
20 envelopes and you're ready to quit. Blanche, we joined the Friends of Sea Mammals for a reason. You are so unmotivated.
Well,
Honey, I'll be with you in 2 minutes.
There, use these potatoes for raw tomatoes.
Sophia, I don't think this'll work.
Yes, it will. We just say it fast. Make a little potato. Make a little potato.
What are you two doing?
This is the most underhanded, sneaky, practical joke anyone has ever made, and I have just one thing to say. Boy, have I missed you.
Trudy, I've missed you too.
Oh, wait just a minute. You two...
Ladies, see y'all later.
I can't believe it. Neither can I. Free tickets.
Oh, I'm talking about my daddy. Why, this singing thing doesn't make any sense. You know, I'm worried about him. Maybe I ought to go call him.
I like you. I like everything about you.
Sven, you hardly know me.
I know enough. I know you're pretty.
Yes.
You're smart.
Yes.
Sexy.
Yes.
Sophisticated.
No, Sven, there's something very important you don't know.
We're talking about a millenniums-old symbol of the Pope's authority. Something so steeped in history and tradition that it makes even you seem middle-aged.
You're right. I'm sorry. I don't know what got into me. I'll bring it back.
Did you leave something burning on the stove?
What? I don't think so.
It was nothing. Well, bottoms up.
My goodness, no, I would have simply died. What? Oh, you don't.
Easy,
oh, my
easy,
God. The only things I ever saw were the animals on the farm. You know, the bulls and the horses.
Tough act to follow. Take me, Bill.
I'm afraid I popped your bosom.
Don't you worry about it.
Convenience. I mean, it is 2 o'clock in the morning. Now, please, ask your friends to leave.
Come on, girls. Relax, loosen up. Your life's too short, especially for you guys.
Davey, I'll get the melon boiler. I'll grab that lit torch and turned to that crowd and said, "What are you people doing? This is lunacy. You start a fire from the bottom." That just drives me absolutely crazy. Well, maybe it's the warmth of all of that red, hot, sweaty flannel set against the austere coldness of those black patent leather jackboots. Or maybe it's because those rosy cheeks and twinkling eyes bespeak a passion.
Well, then why not look for a more challenging position?
You know, I did hear something about an opening for a weekend news reporter. Now, what am I talking about? I don't have any experience.
You don't need experience. You've got the one thing every TV reporter needs. Hair that doesn't move.
Let me guess, New Jersey?
Rose, I can't pretend, even on New Year's Eve. The truth is, I recently lost my beloved wife. She's gone. And it's on nights like this.
Good night.
Ma, I am not gay. I just wanted to get your reaction.
I'll tell you the truth, Dorothy. If one of my kids was gay, I wouldn't love him one bit less. I would wish him all the happiness in the world.
It's because you're the greatest mother in the world.
The thing I remember that was so extraordinary is that one time Mark Salkin, this was in during the ill-fated spin-off Golden Palace, our boss, Mark Salkin, went every once a year had an anniversary with his wife, and I remember, and he would leave early. You know, that was his one night he would leave early. And so it was...
to the bone. I've never seen it be this cold in Miami.
You know, I think that storm is getting worse.
I disagree. I think the storm was at its worst.
Well, the Indian cries out from his heart. That's the worst kind of crying.
My father's a surgeon. That's physiologically impossible. How can we be drawn into the story if you're misrepresenting the facts?
Honey, it's a make-believe in the top cabin.
I'm talking about the Cheswick dude. I finally sat the old man down and explained that at 90 there would never be anything between us.
What did he say?
He said not never, but with a little luck every 6 or 7 weeks.
Oh, I'm glad everybody's still up. I just had to...
You deserve to win.
But you lied. Oh, I'm not going through with this. I can't go back to my hometown and do something that's against everything I stand for. I'm going to call St. Olaf and tell them we're not coming. Driver, you stop at the first phone.
Oh, darling, I'll be ready to go in just a minute. I had Hannah do my makeup while my pedicure was drying, so all I have to do is change my shoes. Wait a minute. What are you doing?
I think I'm dying. But then again, this 104 fever may be clouding my judgment.
And I will have you know there is nothing sordid about my sex life. Nothing. Oh, great, now I'm depressed.
You know what I hate about Sweeps Week? The news. It's sex, sex, sex. Why can't they do serious stories? Stories with political relevance.
Yeah. Messages.
Oh, thank you.
If you have to go out tomorrow, ask those crybabies not to call during the young and the restless.
Mr. Viner's depressed. Mrs. Gibson's despondent. Mr. DeValier's been deported.
Behave yourself. Hello, Mr. Weinstock.
Oh, my goodness, as I live and breathe.
Unfortunately.
You're little Dorothy Petrillo.
That's right.
You haven't changed a bit. Same gorgeous smile, pretty eyes, beautiful figure, long golden blonde hair.
You have cataracts, don't you, Mr. Weinstock? What's that smell?
I don't smell anything.
Are you wearing something?
A little Bengay on my knees. A little Vicks on my chest. A little deep heat on my neck.
I hate her.
Dorothy.
Ma, I just want to give him a call.
Pussycat, you're out of your league. There are some people you just can't help. It's like the good Lord said. You gotta know when to hold them. Know when to fold them. Know when to...
Can settle this.
All right, Dorothy, tell her who it's going to be.
It's going to be me.
You too?
He asked me last Thursday.
Well,
Sleep like a baby.
I don't feel any tingling. When's it going to hit me?
Oh, I just had a terrible thought. What if in some weird way all this was true and Ma went to jail? Oh, my God.
Oh, she's very lucky to have all of you.
Honey, she is very lucky to have you, too.
No, she's not.
Kirsten, stop. Your mother loves you very much. Just last week she was saying how much she missed you. Sometimes mothers and daughters drift apart. Dorothy and I did.
Ladies and gentlemen, a nice round of applause for our 4 remaining couples as we enter lucky hour number 13. And a special round of applause for that spunky Nick Montevesi.
And not just for her, for me. I want to get to know her like a grown-up. Well, I want us to have a chance to be friends, sisters. After all, she's the only family I have.
I thought you had a sister Charmaine.
Oh, you can't count her. Well, she's an awful self.
While you were sleeping, I've been thinking, and there's something I really have to know. You said you chose God. How could you do that when it meant giving up your own child?
Rose, I never knew there was a child. It was only after you were living with the Lindstroms that I found out what happened to Ingrid. By then, I didn't want to interfere with your new life.
Is that you didn't have the guts to tell me that you're sleeping with my husband.
Well, gee, I would have. But I didn't know myself until about an hour ago.
Which I generally get applause.
Our next contestant is a family counselor. She originally hails from St. Olaf, Minnesota, where she was voted the girl most likely to get stuck in a tuba. Welcome, Rose Nyland!
But more people don't think like 9-year-olds.
Hello? Yes, she is. Here, Rose, for you. Hello? Yes?
It's the president!
Gotta go.
Wait a minute. Where are you going? I thought you were staying till the end of the week.
Well, I just got a call for a gig in New Orleans, and this time I don't have to wear a tie.
Good luck to you, sweetheart. And you call me when you get there.
I will.
It was Rusty who pulled us all to safety. He even dashed back in the burning building to rescue Scruffy, our cat, whom he never really liked. Yes, sir, he was a real hero. Oh, if only he hadn't gone back in for the TB. He was a
Damn, you're good. Well, it wasn't all up and down the Florida coast. It was only Fort Lauderdale during spring break.
Me the towel.
Oh, just hate that Sid LaBass.
Well, it's not Sid's fault. He told us patching the roof wouldn't work.
Listen, let's face it, we're going to have to find a way to come...
Don't spend all your time in prison hating me, Dorothy. Learn a trade.
Dorothy, tonight I'm going to be out front in a laundry truck.
Gotcha. So?
If you hear screaming, don't call the cops.
It's a very expensive piece of jewelry.
Please, buddy.
I think I've taken enough from you and Charlie already.
What?
Listen, I hate emotional scenes. I'm the only Irishman in Boston who...
Enrique.
Rose, do my eyes look honest enough?
You see, the lady hesitates. More around the eyes. Make me crankite.
Enrique, since I've been working here, I can't move my head anymore. My back hurts, I can't sleep, I have trouble digesting.
So when the waiter brought my order, he set down a big bowl of gazpacho right in front of me, and I said, I ordered the consomme. And he said, a hot number like you needs something spicy. And I said, I'll give you something spicy, and I poured the gazpacho right down his pants.
So you never went out with him?
It seems sudden, but there is something very important I want to ask you.
Anything, Ted.
May I cut in?
Oh, hell.
Hey, Stan, it's good to see you. What a coincidence, huh? Look, I'll be back at the table. No, it's okay. Hey, we've got all night. You two enjoy, huh?
Gatling, a party of two.
Please.
Oh, what?
Oh, he told me he was married.
Besides that, Blanche.
Oh, well, he was a little concerned because my pulse was slow and misbehaving. Rose, those pants, not with those shoes.
Blanche, the doctor.
Oh, you know...
I have packed my last suitcase.
You ready, Dorothy?
Ready, Freddy.
Dorothy, they know.
Oh. I'll be out in just a minute.
Okay.
Honey, leave it alone.
Blanche, listen. Nothing happened between me and Rose.
Just like nothing ever happens between me and any of the women you set me up with. And there's a reason.
What are you saying, Clayton?
I'm saying I'm gay, Blanche.
Oh, Clayton.
Ladies, see y'all later.
I can't believe it. Neither can I. Free tickets. Oh, I'm talking about my daddy. Why, this singing thing doesn't make any sense. You know, I'm worried about him. Maybe I ought to go call...
Under 80 are cocaine smugglers.
You know, I'd kill to be 20 again.
Oh, I would kill to be 40 again. You know, I had the shock of my life today. I was in the teacher's lounge talking to a group of girls in their 20s. Oh, they were so pretty.
Seat pockets for the safety information in the unlikely event of a mishap during our flight.
Mishap? What does she mean? What does she mean by mishap?
She means like bad movies or cold food or running out of ice. Running out of gas.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Well, you just calm down. He'll drink some champagne.
No, I don't like champagne. Jim Shoe? Jim Shoe? Oh, I get it. Jim Shoe. Very funny.
Excuse me, I am Jim Shoe.
Terribly sorry. I thought...
What's to talk about? Your mother's a stubborn old goat who apparently pays $1.50 to have her hair done.
What is going on between you two?
I don't want to talk about it.
Now, look, I have spent weeks working on this surprise only to have it blow up in my face. Now, don't you think that I at least...
Way to make some fast money for us. And all you have to do is lie on your back.
I'd say you're about 50 years too late on that one.
I'm talking about a lawsuit. If we can show that you're severely injured, we can sue the ball club and the ballpark for a lot of money.
I'm not severely injured.
Crockett and Tubbs are wearing darker colors.
Good morning.
Ma, why are you dressed like that?
I'm introducing my new line of tennis wear. What do you think? I'm in mourning.
For whom, Sophia?
Michael.
Always the same thing with you, Blanche. Sex, sex, sex. I am tired of hearing it.
Maybe that's because you're not getting any, Dorothy.
Do you want the pot again, Rose?
Well, it just so happens. How you feeling?
She's going to be just fine, only this time she's going to follow the doctor's orders.
What about you, Dorothy? You must be exhausted being here by yourself all night.
I wasn't alone. Stan came by and stayed with me, brought me food, held me, showed me that special part of himself.
Right there in the waiting room?
Oh, come on now. I heard you laughing. What's so funny?
For starters, Gina's a lesbian.
What's funny about that?
You aren't surprised?
Of course not. I mean, I've never known any personally, but isn't Danny Thomas one?
I know what you're going to say, Dorothy. You can't stand to see me go, but I've made up my mind.
Rose, listen.
Now you're going to tell me I'll miss you. God, how I'll miss you.
Rose, you have to listen to me.
You know, Rosie, you're thinking, I sure could use one last St. Olaf story before you leave. And then I'd ask, shall I meet Mr. Burt Reynolds? Why don't we just make a great big old weekend out of it? We can't afford a hotel over on the beach. I'll find one we can afford. What do you say, girls?
I think it's a terrific idea.
Okay.
Oh, good. Okay, you can start tomorrow. Well, I'm off to Miami Beach to find us the perfect hotel for our perfect weekend.
Oh, Ma, a hotel.
David! Oh, David!
Is this your kid?
Honey, what happened to you?
Hey, it wasn't my fault, I promise.
He stowed away in the airplane lavatory when they landed in Miami, and the authorities picked him up in the duty-free shop in Freeport.
You went to the Bahamas?
I went to the bathroom.
And with Dorothy, there was so much more. I'm sorry, Chrissy. There's nothing left for us. The fact is, there wasn't that much there to begin with. She never could hold her liquor.
Afternoon. Sure, I can hold. Blanche, every time I turn around, you have the baby in your arms.
I think it's just amazing. Every time I pick her up, she stops fussing and goes right back to sleep.
But you shouldn't do that. The baby won't get used to sleeping alone.
Well, you never get used to sleeping alone. I haven't.
I couldn't find the Christmas cookie cutters, so I used the 4th of July cookie cutters instead.
I wonder where President Bush stands on eating the flag.
Well, that's all the presents, except for the ones we know are fruit.
Some Oreos. Oh, yeah, and a ho-ho chopped up in a bowl of fruit cocktail with heavy syrup.
Couldn't sleep? I'm surprised you didn't try to kill the mayor of San Francisco.
Good morning, girls. Boy, do I feel wonderful.
Margaret Weinstein did the same thing when they changed her medication.
Do you think she could take Dorothy's place in the recital?
Oh, come on, honey. I'll be fine by next week.
Maybe you should have it checked by a doctor.
Oh, come on. It's a very simple thing that comes and goes. I've had it for years. I mean, it's
What story I know?
I'll just be a minute. Oh, Lucy, you're home.
And Blanche, what are you doing up?
Oh, I was waiting up to talk to you, honey. I guess I dozed off.
While I sleep.
just set the table. I'm expecting Stan and his cousin any minute.
Oh, then this sauce is perfect. Well, maybe just a drop more disinfectant. There, I'm done.
Boy, one, but we love each other and...
Excuse me, Snoop?
Liar.
Rhino?
Lizard. It's real love, Mr. Benson. It's an honest love. And yes, we might have secrets that we stubbornly try to hide from each other.
Python?
Swamp insect. Family and poltergeist film.
Does Rose Nyland live here?
Oh, I'm sorry, you mister. She just left with her cadet troop.
Could we help you?
I'm Alexei Bovrov from the Russian embassy. Premier Gorbachev read Rose's letter and would like to meet with...
Preference.
Look, Rose, I don't think this is going to work out. Now, we are out all day. Puppies need care from someone with a knowledge of loving and nurturing. And let's face it, that is not Mom.
Oh, bingo.
You remember Blanche and my Aunt Dorothy?
Yeah.
Nice to see you again.
Yeah.
Sophia, you look enchanting. If I wasn't such a gentleman, I'd try to ply you with wine and take it.
Confident.
Well, she slept with 2 of the commissioners.
That works in Sicily and New York.
I've got great news. I've just come from Mrs. Claxton's, and she said she wants to save the tree. You're kidding!
How did you manage that?
With persistence. I've gone to her house to talk.
Oh, honey, what is it?
Well, all day long, Blanche has been giving me looks. I think she's really mad.
Look, Rose, what happened between you and Clayton last night is your business, not Blanche's.
But that's just the point, Dorothy. Nothing happened between Clayton and me. Nothing physical, anyway.
Loeb, it can drive him absolutely crazy. I'll show you. Go. With Mrs. Claxton and...
Oh, Blanche, now you were dreaming.
I am telling you, this house is possessed by her spirit.
Morning.
Oh, Sophia, listen. Last night in the middle of the night, about 2 in the morning, did you hear some awful, terrible, ghastly sounds?
Heard him, I made him. There's a reason they put expiration dates on cottage cheese. My king, did you here for a reason, or did you just come for the free food?
Oh, Ma, please, the man is a guest in our home. What the hell do you want, Stanley?
Well, it seems the IRS found a few discrepancies in my tax returns, so I think we may have a slight problem.
Stanley, we have not been together for a long time.
I'm Vaxie, hotel security. Nobody touch anything.
Oh,
You say no one was in the room but her and the victim?
That's right, sir.
He's dead, all right. Steak knife right through the heart.
That must be what killed him.
St. Olaf?
School would be easy.
Easy? It's impossible. I cannot pass that course. I just can't do it.
Listen, honey, if you're having such a problem, maybe you should talk to your teacher.
Oh, I can't do that. I'd be too embarrassed.
But that's what teachers are there for.
I know exactly how she feels. I used to be scared of my teachers, too.
Get out of here.
No, it gave them.
Years ago, Max and my Salvador were business partners.
They already know, Ma.
Oh, that's what I figured. I got my heel caught in the carpet.
Sophia, she was your best friend. Are you sure you don't want to go to her funeral?
Of course I want to go, but I swore a Sicilian oath I would never cast my eyes on Max Weinstock again. And nothing you...
I'm a good speller, and I'm very prompt, and, well, actually, there's no law that says there has to be 3.
Actually, I just thought of a third one. I can snap a friend's neck like a twig.
Myra, please.
Who's on the phone?
Oh, it's that woman from the restaurant again.
Give me the phone. So, you're Myra. Who am I? Some call me Sophia. Others know me as the Terminator. I know. I should have taped them back when you were 7.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Please take your seats. Jorge Vega, Michael Fetchick.
Okay.
Just stay down. This is Mullins. I need an ambulance and backup at the Richmond Street Stakeout. My partner's been shot.
Oh!
Yeah, you know, at first I was really scared.
Morning when I leave the house, I see this bag lady going through the garbage over on 135th Street. She has everything she owns piled in one of those old shopping carts. Well, the other day, for the first time, I noticed she's about our age. I'm really looking forward to dance class today.
I can see that. You're wearing your heat-seeking stretch pants.
Piano, and he'd play Christmas carols, and the children would sing along, and then Mother'd bring in some homemade eggnog and snickerdoodles. And then we'd decorate the tree. And after Daddy had hung the star at the very top of the tree, we'd all join hands and pray.
I don't believe we've been formally introduced. I'm Blanche Devereaux.
Yes, I know.
You do?
Mm-hmm. Of course.
Oh, I'm flattered.
You're the only student who failed my midterm exam. What was it you wanted to see me about?
Well, Professor Cooper, I suppose you are aware that I'm having the
I thought it was funny.
I'm quite fond of you.
I'm fond of you, too. From Miami.
You know, I think I will take a slice of cake. Hello.
Uncle Angelo, I'd like you to meet,
I'm Sister Rose.
Nice to meet you.
I'm Sister Blanche. We're here collecting lingerie. Good night.
Ma, I am not gay. I just wanted to get your reaction.
I'll tell you the truth, Dorothy. If one of my kids was gay, I wouldn't love him one bit less. I would wish him all the happiness in the world.
It's because you're the greatest mother in the world.
Do tell, Rose.
St. Olaf's most famous OBMAG.
What's that?
Obstetrician magician. The amazing Shapiro. He delivered Bridget.
Zbornak, I'm beautiful, men find me desirable, and people want to be my friend.
Sorry, I confused you, honey. You're supposed to say 3 positive things that apply to you. You know, like you could say, I'm Dorothy Zbornak, of service.
All right, but you'll have to wash these dishes.
Honey, those dishes are dirty. Okay, I'll deliver the folder. I guess there's no sacrifice too great for a cause you really believe in. Just hope that big, stupid jerk reimburses me for gas and mileage.
There goes a...
We'll pick him out of a glass.
Blanche, don't you and Jake have dinner reservations for tonight?
Yes, we do. He's late.
Well, I'm sure he has a good reason. And even if he hasn't, who cares? He is a dreamboat.
You know, girls, that's how it's really done.
It's going to be a long afternoon.
This is so depressing.
We haven't had a customer.
I think the thing that really turned her around was when I told her that when it comes to men, I'm just a lot of talk. Embellishment's one of the oldest traditions in the South. Tall tales and tall drinks. I don't really sleep around near as much as I say I do.
Is that true, Blanche?
Maybe
Right here on the stage. Pardon me? Oh. I'm sorry, that was just an ad lib.
Blanche Devereaux?
just a moment.
Dorothy, well, you look lovely. Oh, for your television debut. Oh, they're beautiful. Dorothy. Good luck.
For this afternoon, but you have to finish your Mr. Ha-Ha Dog first, because Ha-Ha Dog is fun to eat. Ha-Ha Dog is a really good. Ha-Ha Dog is a great big treat. And it's only $1.79 without a beverage. Woo! See you soon, kids!
Oh, I'm so scared. What is she gonna do, take away my self-denial privileges?
Ma!
Pussycat, what are you doing here?
Oh, I just missed you and wanted to say hi and see how you're doing.
I'm doing fine. 10-day celibate.
What's happening? They are resorting to cheap tricks because they know we're better than they are. Now, honey, all we have to do to win is just stay cool, calm, and collected.
Right. Oh, did you find a ball that's comfortable, Mom?
What did you call her?
Mom.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Blanche, I'll be fine. Now, listen, honey, while I'm gone, I'm putting you in charge of Mom.
Me? Why me, not Rose?
Rose couldn't keep our rock garden alive. What, I'm going to give her my mother? Mm-hmm. Now, look, as for instructions, Ma's to be...
Back to the chow wagon for the lunch rush.
Yeah, we'll just leave you to your negotiations.
Before we go, can we get you some milk or some double-stuffed Oreos?
No, thank you, ma'am.
Boy, he's tough.
Have a seat, boys. Look, I've read and reread your list of demands. Break the Kraken.
I think that's up. I know that was a man. I can always tell when a man calls, because you start sweating and get a bad case of the giggles.
I do not.
All right, talk.
It's no big deal. That was my 11th grade English teacher from back in Brooklyn, Mr. Gordon. He's moved to Miami and he wants to get... Oh, Rose, is your neck bothering you again?
Yeah, and I'm gonna do something about it.
I'm glad you've come to your senses. There is nothing worse than a pain in the neck.
Everything I need. Coconut, eggs, unbleached flour, rum. Oh, you making a rum cake? No. I love to bake. Back in St. Olaf, I always baked our birthday cakes. Charlie loved them. I remember the last cake I baked in St. Olaf. It was kind of different.
Go on, Dorothy. Officer, if I could see you for just a moment, I'm sure that we could settle this matter to your satisfaction.
Forget it. I happen to be a married man.
All right, all of you downtown, let's go. We're moving now.
Officer, you really don't understand. We were on our way to see Mr. Burt Reynolds.
Don't you dare drag Bert's good...
For one day when I was with Charlie, he had a theory. Even a trip to the bank can be exciting if you wear a ski mask.
He would say that often?
Almost as often as he'd say, "Don't shoot, it's me."
Well, we certainly enjoyed having you.
Yeah, right. Welcome to the neighborhood.
Bye.
Good night already.
I cannot believe you rushing them out of the house like that.
Rushing? They were here forever. 2 hours to eat pasta and a lousy salad. You're...
Ourselves down here and have a little bubbly. You know what goes great with champagne? Me.
We seem to be missing a chair, Blanche.
Oh, yeah, so we are. Well, let's see what I can do to fix it.
लोकप्रिय आमदार मनन दिलदार कार्य त्यांचं महान लोकप्रिय आमदार मनन दिलदार कार्य त्यांचं महान आमचे लोकप्रिय नेते अरविंद अण्णा चव्हाण आमचे लोकप्रिय नेते अरविंद अण्णा मनन हायलय मोठा असा दयाळू आमचा नेता जीवापाड प्रेम करते अहो त्यांच्यावर ही जनता अहो मनन हायलय मोठा असा दयाळू आमचा नेता जीवापाड प्रेम करते अहो त्यांच्यावर ही जनता कलाकाराचा गुणवानाचा सदा करी सन्मान कलाकाराचा गुणवानाचा सदा करी सन्मान लोकप्रिय आमचा नेता अरविंद अण्णा चव्हाण लोकप्रिय आमचा नेता अरविंद अण्णा चव्हाण गरिबाचा हवाली तो खरा आहे दानशूर साऱ्या नेत्यामध्ये बघा आमचे अरविंद अण्णा लय वकीलदार अहो गरिबाचा हवाली तो खरा आहे दानशूर साऱ्या नेत्यामध्ये बघा आमचे अरविंद अण्णा लय वकीलदार लोक कल्याणासाठी रात्रन दिवस वाहे सदा जीवन लोक कल्याणासाठी रात्रन दिवस वाहे सदा जीवन लोकप्रिय आमचा नेता अरविंद अण्णा चव्हाण लोकप्रिय आमचा नेता अरविंद अण्णा चव्हाण पाटलाने बघा कस त्यांच्या कार्याला हो चांगलं अंतकरणातून बघा त्यांना नेता आपला मान राम पाटलाने बघा कस त्यांच्या कार्याला याला हो चांगलं अंतकरणात तुम्ही बघा त्यानं नेता आपला मान ना झाला कधी ना होणार असा आमदारी कोण ना झाला कधी ना होणार असा आमदारी कोण लोकप्रिय आमचा नेता अरविंद अण्णा चव्हाण लोकप्रिय आमचा नेता अरविंद अण्णा चव्हाण लोकप्रिय आमदार मनानं दिलदार कार्य त्यांचं महान